Today, I'm going to talk about Bruce Springsteen's most underrated or underappreciated records. Um, Bruce turned 71 yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, September 23rd. He also released a new track today from his upcoming album Letter to You, which I think is a really good song, better than the debut. The new one is called Ghosts. It's very anthemic, so I was excited to listen to that about 14 times today. I was talking to a number of friends about Springsteen today and just wondering, if we'll ever see him on the road again. And it got me thinking of the records of his that I really love that don't get the due that the big ones do, like Born to Run and Born in the USA and The River. So without further ado, just a couple of his releases that I love, again, that maybe aren't talked about as often. And I will start with Lucky Town. Oh, got the glare again. Gotta remember to turn this off. Lucky Town came out in 1992. It was one of two records. He released Lucky Town and Human Touch. This is after Tunnel of Love, which was in 87, so he took 5 years off. He came back with these two records with his new band, not the E Street Band. And Lucky Town is a very underrated record, which is not talked about a lot. So if you look at the track title, the track list in there, Better Days is a great track. Lucky Town, the title track is great. Local Heroes, great. If I Should Fall Behind, Love, Leap of Faith, Souls of the Departed, My Beautiful Reward. A very, very underrated Bruce Springsteen record. Human Touch is not going to get a call out today. There's a couple good songs on Human Touch, namely the title track, but it is not up there with his best. But Lucky Town, if I were to give it a pitchfork rating, 8.3-ish. Hey, buddy. Dog making his way again. Next, after Lucky Town, is this collection. So here I'm referring to the entire box set of Springsteen tracks. This is the vinyl sort of primer for the collection. The box set is fantastic. Some of his best songs never made it onto proper records. Where the Bands Are, Loose Ends, man, that's in the top 10 Springsteen songs for me. Janie, Don't You Lose Heart was a classic, was a B-side. And then The Promise, which I think there's a fair argument that is the best song Springsteen has ever written. A lot of people are probably going to I don't have a lot of followers, but if I had a lot of followers, some people would probably say you're out of your mind. But The Promise is a great track, and I love this box set. It's pretty easy to find on CD. I hope that at some point Bruce releases the entirety of tracks on vinyl. That would be wonderful. Next, it's probably the Bruce Springsteen record that I listen to the most. His second release, so this was following Greetings, but preceded his blowout record, Born to Run, in 75. This is The Wild, the Innocent, and the E Street Shuffle. Only 7 songs. 4th of July, Asbury Park. Wild Billy's Circus Story is probably my favorite underrated Bruce song, since we're doing underrated here. Figured I'd call that out. Incident into Rosalita, New York City Serenade. This is just a tremendous record. Pitchfork ranking, 10.0. It's a perfect record. And my favorite Bruce records could change by the day. Wild the Innocent one day. I typically call Darkness my favorite record of all time. I don't think any record has had more of a an impact on my views on society, politics, economics, whole host of things, work, as Darkness has had on me, similar to Nebraska. And then, of course, The River is just a tremendous record. But if push comes to shove, is that do people say that? I don't even know if it makes sense here. It would either be Darkness or this as my favorite overall Bruce record. So, Wild the Innocent and the E Street Shuffle. Next, his last release, Western Stars, great record. I'll do it. This will be my last Pitchfork review. Probably an 8.3 or so, around the same as Lucky Town. This is just a great, straightforward Bruce record. Tucson Train, I hope I get to see that live one day. That would be so fun. Stones is my favorite song on this record. Hitchhiking's great. The Wayfarer, Moonlight Motel, Hello Sunshine. Just an incredible return to form. 2019 release, Western Stars. People rarely talk about this one. His tribute to Pete Seeger, which came out, I don't know the year. This is too hard to read. 2006, I think. I saw him on this tour out here in Northern California. It was a phenomenal show, huge band. I love this entire record. Just a great tribute album to Pete Seeger, and I'll just leave it at there. Leave it at that. This is in the 9 range. Okay, my final Pitchfork. No more after that. Just a couple more. His debut, I don't think gets as much praise as it should. Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey, which put Bruce on the map. Some of his best songs, Growing Up, Spirit in the Night, It's Hard to Be a Saint in the City, For You, Lost in the Flood, Does This Bus Stop. I've even grown to like the lesser known or the tracks that some people would say are not the best on this. Mary Queen of Arkansas, I really like. The Angel, I really like. That's some serious Bruce fandom. So his first record in 1973, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey. A great one. This is a record that I'm still getting into and Bruce enthusiasts love. And I think it's one that, as the years pass, I will like more and more. From 2007, Magic. Radio Nowhere, You'll Be Coming Down. Last to Die is a great song. Long Walk Home. Is that Terry's song? No, I always get confused which record that's on. But this is a really strong sort of mid-2000s record by Bruce. That's all I got. I'm still learning this record, which is incredible, given how much I listen to Bruce Springsteen. But this is a really good one. And then finally, most probably would not call this underrated, but this is also a 10.0. I guess I'm just going to keep going with the Pitchfork thing. Tunnel of Love, which followed his monster hit, Born in the USA. When Born in the USA came out, it was, if memory serves, it was Bruce Springsteen and Michael Jackson were the biggest stars, maybe Madonna, the biggest musical stars. Was Madonna around then? I don't know. In the world. I actually saw both tours. I saw Springsteen in '85 at Giant Stadium, changed my life, changed everything for me on the Born in the USA tour. And I saw the Jackson 5, which I think I may have mentioned on one of these videos. It was a horrible show. It was like an hour long. I remember my younger brother was 5 years old and he slept through the whole thing. But we saw the two biggest stars in the world right around the same time. But Tunnel of Love is obviously his divorce record from his first wife. And just who could pull off that tie, Bruce. Every song on here is great. There's been a lot of great covers of songs on here. Camera Obscura covered Tougher Than the Rest, which is a fantastic cover. I think Solomon Burke covered Ain't Got You, is that right? Brilliant Disguise, One Step Up, When You're Alone. Just a record about maturity, I guess. So Bruce would have been 49, 87. When does that make him? 38 when this came out? Sounds right. 87, 40, yeah. Again, I think everyone considers this one of his best, but it's not talked about nearly as often as Darkness or Born to Run or Born in the USA. So that's it, Tunnel of Love. I forgot, as I've done 50 times, to grab an album that I wish more people knew about. So let me see if I can just do one on the fly. I think I can pull that off. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, I may have already done this one, but let's do it again if I have. This is the Mark Olson record, The Salvation Blues. Mark Olson was one of the original frontmen for the Jayhawks, who have carried on following his departure. He left after Tomorrow the Greengrass in 1995, then returned in the 2010s with Gary Loris, and they recorded Mockingbird Time, which is another Jayhawks record. A lot of Mark Olson's solo records are great, and they're listed either under Mark Olson or the original Harmony Ridge Creek Dippers. But this is there's one original Harmony record that I love, My Own Joe Ellen. But this record, The Salvation Blues, the Mark Olson record, is tremendous. It came out in 2007. Can't recommend it enough. Clifton Bridge, National Express, Sandy Denny, Look Into the Night. It's produced by Ben Vaughn, who I know from, he was on Bar None Records when I interned there in 1995-ish. So I would check this out. A wonderful, wonderful record. That's it. Happy 71st, Bruce. Happy, I won't say the age, to my friend Noreen, who was born on the same day as Springsteen. And I hope everyone is doing okay, and I will check back soon. Take care.